जाली, कोर्टयार्ड, म्यूचुअल शेडिंग, वे सिंपल चीज़ें हैं जो हर जगह आपको मिलेंगी. वी हैव डन दिस. Now I am just expressing only passive ways of sustainable architecture, no active. I am not talking about BMS, building intelligent systems. Only passive ways, and do it, you achieve green. Again, CP Kukreja's work. I have yet to start my work, and this is how these things have been done by the great masters. His son Dikshu is now, doing great works. This is how, again, a legacy. So this is how things are being done. Habib Rahman was first, practically post-independence, he was the one who created all these, जो अभी आजकल अब नया हमारा जो Latin City में काम हो रहा है, half of the buildings have been designed by Habib Rahman. Y-shaped building, other buildings have been designed by him. WHO, University campus, these are all, even Rabindra Bhavan, Y-shaped building, all these are, again, you see exposed brick, jali, all these basic elements are there in all the buildings, which is vanishing now. But why? Charles Korea, again, you see the Great Wall, all stone, beautifully done up, again based on a theme, The concept is very important. How these things are transformed into a language of architecture. Now, this is Sidade Hotel, Goa. You see the color, you see the stepping, you see all that environment which has been created by him. इसके साथ में अभी जो recently आप गए हो तो जो ताज की multi-storied hotel बना है, देखा आपने? Next to it is a criminality. Again a glass tower. वो 15 मंजिल building बन गई है वहाँ इसके साथ में. Same hotel, both together. So that is what we are doing. So we need to understand. और हम तो बोलते नहीं है ना. Let's be outspoken. Let's be a good journalist. Let's write in the papers what criminality is being done. हम अंदर तो बात कर ली, बाहर कौन करेगा बात, कौन सुनेगा? So we need to understand all this. See beautiful works. Now it's like coming into the. I said. Today's detailing has become a rather more complex issue than it was at Mies van der Rohe's time. There the detailing was different. Today the detailing is different, but more complex. Now understand this. Now this is what organism we admire, we appreciate. फ्रैंक लॉयड राइट, क्या मज़ा है यार, क्या चीज़ बनी है. अभी तक हम उसको मज़ा ही ले रहे हैं, लेकिन ये नहीं कह रहा कि इस मज़े को मैं भी बनाऊं. मैं कहीं बना के देखूं ना इसको, तब तो मैं इसका मज़ा ले लूं. खाली मज़ा क्यों ले रहे हैं? Now this is here nature plus architecture. How do you create this? Geometry in architecture. Amalgamation of geometry plus architecture is these people have done. Now, soul in architecture. How do you put soul into architecture? आत्मा डालनी है ना, भगवान बनना पड़ेगा. Because but architect is a mini god. He, that's why I generally say, because वो कहता है भगवान, who is God? God is the creator. And then second question comes, where does God live? वो कैसी शक्ल कैसी है, रहता कहाँ है? Where does he live? Where does the God live? He lives within his own creation. He lives in him. He lives in you. He lives in here. We are all his creation, part of Atma Paramatma. We are part of the greater, bigger Paramatma's soul. तभी in Gurbani says, ज्यों जल में जल आए खटाना, त्यों ज्योति संग ज्योत समाना. ज्योत के साथ ज्योत मिल जाती है. That is what is architecture. We are mini God. God has given us this gift to create. We are the creator. When we are the creator, let's create the best and we live within the creation. That is what is soul. And how you do this, the build form that engulfs into one is a soul. And here you see the space and light. That is soul. Material. And the space which breathes is soul. Charles Korea. All this is, you are appreciating, admiring, and see every day. So now I'll just come to contemporary era, where the young guys have come, like my son Gurpreet Shah, you have Sanjay Puri, Kamal Malik, Manit Rastogi. They are now the young guys who are transforming India into new shaping. But mind it, all of them are working with soul, no cosmetics. See their works. This is Gurpreet's, my son's work, Kartarpur Corridor. Based on Khanda, we designed this. And mind it, this is a 400 crore project done in 4 months' time. Only 4 months, 400 crore. So means what? How many crores a day? That is perhaps your time management. How do you do that when there is a target that this date has to be completed? How do you do it? So these, fundamentally, nothing is impossible. Once you get a challenge, hold of it and do it. If that's why people say, if there's a will, there's a way. You will find out the way. Never said no. Impossible, nothing. So this is how this was done. See this, we did all. We did artwork, we did sculpture. I put 400 artists of my own, made all paintings inside. Multiple paintings of 200 meters by 2 meters into 2. That is the length of paintings which I have did. We've done polymer sculptures, we've done, stone work, we've done, this Ikyonkar you see, this was made in 10 days in stainless steel. And size is 20 feet. So how you create work under pressure, that is your, like Bimal Patel, we said how he has done parliament within such a, 2 years time, mind it, and then putting everything put together. He did interior, he did everything. Kaise kiya usne? So that is perhaps is a need of our, that how you have to work against time, This is all the painting work which we done by my own artist. This is how Modi ji came, inaugurated it, and this is how
सन 1947 जब हमारे हिंदुस्तान ने आज़ादी की सांस ली, हमें इस आज़ादी की बहुत भारी कीमत चुकानी पड़ी, और वो कीमत थी बंटवारा। देश को 2 टुकड़ों में बांट दिया गया, हिंदुस्तान और पाकिस्तान। पर अभी भी एक कड़ी थी जो दोनों मुल्क के लोगों के दिलों से जुड़ी हुई थी, डेरा बाबा नानक करतारपुर साहिब। और इसी के कॉरिडोर को दोनों देशों के लोगों के लिए शुरू करने की पहल पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री स्वर्गीय श्री अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी ने की थी। वो सपना अब साकार होने जा रहा है। डेरा बाबा नानक करतारपुर साहिब कॉरिडोर अब सबके लिए खुलने जा रहा है। तो आइए आपको ले चलते हैं उस जगह जहां पर कॉरिडोर की तैयारियां शुरू की गई हैं।
करतारपुर कॉरिडोर का ये टर्मिनल बिल्डिंग का स्ट्रक्चर का काम हो रहा है और बहुत ही हमारी लिमिटेड टाइमलाइन में शाहपुर जी की टीम, कंसल्टेंट क्रिएटिव ग्रुप और एलपीआई के सभी इंजीनियर पूरी कोशिश कर रहे हैं इसको सारे की सारी कोऑर्डिनेशन, स्ट्रक्चर की, आरसीसी का काम, फ्लोरिंग और सभी डिफरेंट ट्रेड्स को हम इकट्ठे कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
Gurpreet, my son, he actually did it.
प्रोजेक्ट को करने के लिए
ये प्रोजेक्ट 50 एकड़ में फैला है, जिसकी पैसेंजर टर्मिनल बिल्डिंग 15,860 स्क्वायर मीटर में बनी है और जिसकी एंट्रेंस गेट बिल्डिंग 4,200 स्क्वायर मीटर में बनाई गई है। इस प्रोजेक्ट का टोटल बिल्डअप एरिया है 21,650 स्क्वायर मीटर। यहां पर आने वालों की सुविधा के लिए पार्किंग का भी इंतजाम किया गया है, जो कि 12,100 स्क्वायर मीटर में फैला है। इसकी फॉल सीलिंग 2,600 स्क्वायर मीटर की है। नेशनल फ्लैग को फहराने के लिए मैस्ट की हाइट 300 फीट रखी गई है।
I have shortened it because I have more things to show. But this is non-air conditioned mall, Times Square in Naya Raipur. The client हमारे पास आया तो वो कहता है यार मॉल तो बनाना है, लेकिन यहाँ पे ना नया रायपुर में अभी ये 18 रुपये फुट, 20 रुपये फुट मेंटेनेंस नहीं दे पाएंगे, तो क्या करें, कैसे बनाएं यहाँ पे अभी, इट्स नॉट वाइबल। तो मैंने कहा तुझे किसने कहा? डॉक्टर ने कहा है कि एयर कंडीशन करना है। तो कहते हैं यार एयर कंडीशन के बिना कैसे हो सकता है? मैंने कहा वी विल गिव यू। तो दिस इज नॉन एयर कंडीशन। नाउ दिस इज ओनली बेस्ड ऑन वास्तु, बट नॉट फेनेटिक वास्तु। दैट इज व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग यू, डू नॉट एवर गो इन टू यार तेरा नॉर्थ की साइड में सिर हो जाएगा, तू मर जाएगा, बीमार हो जाएगा, WC तेरी ऐसी होनी चाहिए, अदरवाइज ये गड़बड़ हो जाएगी। दोज प्लीज़। अच्छा, आजकल क्या हुआ, जब लोगों को तकलीफ होनी चालू हो गई यार ये हो नहीं सकता, तो पंडित जी ने चालू कर दिया मिरर वास्तु। यू आर सिटिंग नॉर्थ बट देयर इज ए मिरर, यू आर सिटिंग साउथ, मिरर। देन देयर इज ए वाइड वास्तु। तुम्हारा प्लॉट टेढ़ा है, शेर मुखा है, तो आगे से एक लाइन लगा दो वायर, है ना, वायर लग गई तो सीधा हो गया, वाइड वास्तु। पंडित जी को लाख रुपए मिल गया है, उन्होंने कहा ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः और ठीक हो गया काम। लेट अस नॉट बी fanatic about Vastu. Anything which belongs to climatology is Vastu, and Vastu is nothing but climatology. The ancient Vastu is nothing but climatology, but only thing is, मैं बच्चों के साथ बात कर रहा था, मैंने कहा you debate, तुम आर्किटेक्ट बन जाओगे, तुम्हारा नक्शा आगे पंडित जी फाड़ देंगे कि ये वास्तु ठीक नहीं है, तुम ठीक करो। You learn what is Vastu and debate with them that my Vastu, which has been taught in school of planning and architecture, is nothing less than the Vastu Shastra. Understand the psyche. वो पंडित जी अपनी दुकान बेच रहे हैं, तुम अपनी बेचो। Why can't you sell your product? हैं, लेकिन वो आएंगे, वो नक्शा फाड़ देंगे कि गलत है, और हम भी वहम में पड़े हुए हैं, और हम भी कहते हैं नहीं यार जो पंडित जी कह रहे हैं वो ठीक है यार, ये हमारे फैमिली का पंडित है। This myth has to be removed and everything minded our Shastras, the Vedas. Try to understand, read them. They're nothing but climatology. Solar system is nothing but more less than that. So understand and read it, then perhaps we'll understand that what is the true Vastu. No, this is again, now you see this, we did this. We tried to see how the stimulation is done, where is the north, where is south. Like in Vastu we say, north is the lowest, southwest the highest. We say that. And power managing director will sit on the southwest on the top, and north is the water body. That is what you say. That is Vastu. That is what we've done here. You know, going through all my climatology, wind direction, solar movement, all we analyzed, taking the lead from step terracing to mutual shading to jali to this dupatta. You know, why you put dupatta here when it is hot, and how this is layering the building. How to layer the building. We layer ourselves with a dupatta so that the warm air doesn't touch my skin and I do not burn the skin. So that is what we did here. And then we stimulated. We stimulated the whole thing. Today we have tools, we can stimulate anything. And you see where you need void, you need cutout, you need layer, you need protection, you need clear, free light to come in. How the outside hot air can become cool air in a scientific manner, in a passive way. That is what architecture is all about. So this is how we did this analysis. Northeast is there, the lowest, southwest the highest, down, and I am protecting my building from the heated southwest sun. My west sun gets cut and do not come into the atrium. That's the science. That's not Vastu myth, which we start doing. So that is what here we did this all together, then layering the building. We put jali, you know. Here you see this, and this all is all jali, and this is the jali. So same concept. Jali, you see Gujarat, Rajasthan, you see all jali around. But now modern architecture doesn't have it. Why? Yeah, another now we're doing parametrics. You know, people want something fancy, something, you know, different. ये हमने design दिया club का. Again in Raipur, you know, we're doing this. And once we give, there's a big, about 40, 50 acres of land where the, you know, all the flats were to be sold. Seeing this club, he was on the first day itself, 40% of his itinerary was sold. Everybody was very happy. ये club बहुत अच्छा बनेगा, तो ये अच्छा है. तो जब सब कुछ हो गया था, अब तुम हमने जब बना दिया, तो वो कहता बनाओ. अब मैं कैसे बनाऊं इसको? You know, हम तो फंस गए. हमने कहा हमने तो वैसे बनाया था यार, एक चीज बना दें, अब इसको बनाएं कैसे? You know, it's everything is not that too simple when I make in design, but when I execute, how do you do it? So there was a lot of R&D. And then how we did it, you know, we scribbled through this, made this, and made this mock-up. ये आपके नागपुर में बना, mock-up. बिल्डिंग बनी रायपुर में, mock-up बना नागपुर में. यह बनाया हमने. Then we understood how it has to be done, how it was done. You know, these are things which goes into the project, you know, which ऊपर से तो नजर नहीं आता कैसे बन रहा है. ये बना. Again, this is a skyscraper now in Gurgaon, Sky One. You know, now अब हमारे पास ये बंदा आया तो कहता है यार बनाओ, तो हमने कहा यार हमारे पास आया तो कुछ चीज़ अलग बनाएंगे तो हमारे पास रहेगा, नहीं तो भाग जाएगा. We don't have, हमने पहले अभी तक कोई ऐसी skyscraper तो बनाया नहीं, तो हमने अपना दिमाग लगाना चालू किया क्या उसको. तो we started looking at it as a ballet dance. You know, this building is like a ballet dance. You see this and see this. We started the process of evolution of design through like ballet dance, like this, like this, like this. but a center of gravity remains in that center and she doesn't fall. So I said, let us do that. Twist in the building. वैसे ऐसा गोला करके सिलेंडर बना देते, हमने ट्विस्ट कर दिया. Now this twist, so we did this. Now we wrap the building. Now you see this wrapping. This is structural wrapping. This is lateral movement wrapping. In earthquake, I need some lateral movement को protect करने के लिए wrapping चाहिए. तो मैंने इसको wrap किया building को. So it protects. Gurgaon falls in zone 5. I need a lot of resistance for earthquake resistance. So this is the wrap. It's a structural wrap. So mind it, every element must speak of some meaningful dialogue between works. So कभी-कभी पता नहीं लगता दूसरे को, यार ये उसने डिजाइन बनाया. Yeah, it has a process, it has a meaning, it has a dialogue between the design and the requirement. Like function comes first or the form comes first, both complement each other. And when I look at the form, then I look at the function, both together gives me, it's like complementing and supplementing together to create a perfection. So this is how, again, this is, I was talking to the students today also, this is the coastal Bell factory, where we tried to make it absolutely net zero, mind it, net zero in, again, you see the slope, solar panels, lot of wind in the coastal area, we did that, and see this zoning, all solar, my own water within, wind. And this was, I was telling you, that this is my cyclonic mount on the periphery near the building. When the cyclone comes and cyclonic wind should pass away without touching my structure. How do you create that? So that also we've taken care of, creating cyclonic mount within the structure. And again, layering outside in the landscape, peripheral tree to the evergreen trees, to some of the eatable trees where my butterfly and insects can come, put life into it, then the landscape, and then the water body. So by the process, the wind comes through the barrier trees like silver oak and ashoka, then you come to evergreen trees, the neem and gulmohar, then you come into shrubs, then the water body, then the screening of the building. So these layers will make my 46 degrees temperature to 28 degrees temperature without any effort, only through the layering of the landscape properly. So this is how we did this. See this water body and going through this. This is how cyclonic wind goes away. Here my comes, here the water body is there, here the lured jali, another layer is outside the building. Then again, inside you have the landscape. The wind goes like this, hot wind going here and here, inside, cool. So these are certain things which I think perhaps if we do understand, and logical design, evolution of design through the process will make it understandable. वडोदरा एयरपोर्ट, मोदी जी आपका ये वडोदरा एयरपोर्ट अगेन एग्रेरेटेड, एब्सोल्युटली इकोनॉमिकल, और मोदी जी आए थे इसको इनॉग्रेट करने के लिए, एंड ही अप्रिशिएटेड एंड ही एक्सप्लेन्ड what are those sustainable elements which have been put into this airport. Even the paneling is from the waste paper. That is the type of sustainability which has been done here. Very simple airport. It's just like this. And west is protected. No glazing on west. Only south and north we have glazing. So this is how you see this positioning, all the materials, how this is done. This is the food court and the other structure which are happening. Another building, this is in जोधपुर, प्लेटिनम रेटेड बिल्डिंग इन जोधपुर, ऑयल इंडिया बिल्डिंग, संजय पुरी। नो, संजय पुरी को तो सब फॉलो करते हैं ना, तो पता है आपको, बॉम्बे वाले है ना, कैसा बंदा है, पैशन है ना, पैशन है ना। ये मैं क्यों लेके आया इनको, मैं अपने काम दिखाता हूँ, कहता अपनी रामायण लगा रहा है, अपनी रामायण लगा रहा है। मेरी रामायण में तो उतने ही श्लोक है ना, मैंने कहा गीता भी पढ़ लो, है ना। सो लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज इन गीता ऑल्सो। सो दिस इज हाउ संजय सी दिस। यार क्या है, सिंपल है लेकिन कितना अच्छा है। क्या करता है वो, हाउ टेढ़ा कर देता है उसको, थोड़ा सा ट्विस्ट, बैले डांस, बस इतना ही है। आर्किटेक्चर इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग। नकल नहीं मारो, उसने भाई टेढ़ा किया मैं भी टेढ़ा कर दूं, हैं आपके बेड ही नहीं आएंगे वहाँ पे, हैं पता लगेगा यार मैंने टेढ़ा किया, अब तो ये बेडरूम ही नहीं रहा है तो स्टोर बन गया। नॉट दैट। सो लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड दिस, हाउ ही इज प्लेड। सी हिज लैंग्वेज इज सो पावरफुल, है ना। Play with levels, natural ventilation, all is happening here. See this? So powerful sections. अब ये किया एक दबा इधर हैं, हमें तो यही नजर आ रहा है ना, हैं। अब ये देखो किया कैसे, और कहाँ तक ले गया ये। See, same angle, you know, it penetrates into the nature. See this? Again. हाँ, अब ये देखो ना, अब यहाँ तो थोड़ा सा इंटीरियर का फ्लेवर आएगा अभी आपको। ये देखो इंटीरियर, you know, see how the light and shade is playing. Fantastic. See the volume. ऐसे लगता है पता नहीं कहाँ तक जा रहा हूँ। All daylight. You know, these are the fantastic things from where we learn. अब ये देखो क्या किया इसने, this is mutual shading. Mutual shading means ये बना दिया, ये देखा, ये spine, courtyard. And once now you see it, now you will appreciate this, that वही था ये। And now see how beautifully it has been done. That narrowness makes the complete environment and the privacy. Windows are shaded. They are not coming direct to the sun. You know, बड़ा सिंपल काम है कि विंडो ऐसी जगह रख दो जहाँ पे डायरेक्ट ग्लेड सन नहीं आए, प्रोटेक्शन हो गई है, ठंडी हवा आएगी और लैंडस्केप में से जा रहा है। बिल्कुल सिंपल ज्योमेट्री है। And this is how he has done this. Tradition, culture, and social aspect. कमल, now, कमल मलिक, ये भी बॉम्बे का है, आपका ही है, मेरे साथ पढ़ा हुआ है, मेरा क्लासमेट है। हाँ, लोने वाला है ना, तो ये लेकिन मेरा भी है वो, सारा बॉम्बे का नहीं ले लेना कि आपको मेरा ही है, मेरे साथ पढ़ा हुआ है, एसपी का है, तो हम दोनों का है। अब ये देखो क्या है यार, ये फॉलिंग वाटर से कम है क्या? हाँ, लेकिन हमने प्रोपिगेट ही नहीं किया कभी। फॉलिंग वाटर्स, फ्रैंक लाइट राइड, कब तक उसको देखोगे? ये देखो जरा, इवन मल्टीपल लेवल्स बेटर देन फॉलिंग वाटर्स हैं। हमें ग्लोबल चाहिए लेवल कि मैं अपना नाम बदल करके कोई अंग्रेजी नाम रख लूं, क्या करूं? हाउ टू डू दैट? सी दिस, such a beautiful work. Hill terrain, using the levels, is see this, beautifully done up. मैं 10 मिनट और लूँगा आपके ना, हैं? Then I will conclude. You don't mind? हैं? बोर तो नहीं हो रहा कोई? हैं? मेरा भी गला थोड़ा हो रहा है, लेकिन मतलब if you are with me, then you will like it. हैं? So we will conclude with something logically, and जब वापस जाएं तो घर ना, जैसे अब बीबी आपके साथ नाराज़ हो जाएगी आपकी, क्यों? क्योंकि अब वो कहेगा यार मुझे तो रोमांस हो गया है आर्किटेक्चर के साथ, अब बीवी के साथ नहीं है। तो जब तक रोमांस नहीं होगा तब तक मज़ा नहीं आएगा। ओके, सो नाउ यू सी दिस अगेन, क्या क्या बनाया यार, स्विमिंग पूल ये पता नहीं लगता कहाँ पे है, आसमान के बीच में है, पानी कहाँ जा रहा है, यू नो। दिस इज हाउ, सी दिस ब्यूटिफुल थिंग्स अराउंड। Manit, again, you know it. You have been listening to him. I could see that last time he was here, and even Surat, that diamond, this thing has been done by him. But I am just showcasing you how the buildings are layered. Mind it. Now this again a layering. So geometry, simple thing, again done very logically. So that is how these great masters, they do things like this. And how you see this Pearl Academy, you know, the courtyards, the behavior of the courtyards, and how the light is penetrating into the courtyard. That is very important. See this. Like now I am touching like PC Jain and Mahinder Raj and these allied our engineers who contribute in the work, you know, all this. Without them it is not possible. Even now we come to concluding, अब मैं खत्म कर रहे हैं अभी. You know, when we were nomadic, we were static. You know, बड़े आराम से बैठे थे हैं पेड़ के नीचे हैं. तो जब सिकंदर भी आया तो उसने भी बोला यार व्हाट आर यू डूइंग, कहता मैं तो आनंद ले रहा हूँ. हैं पेड़ के नीचे बैठा हुआ है वो और कहता मैं आनंद ले रहा हूँ. कहता तू क्या कर रहा है, सिकंदर से पूछा. ही आज सिकंदर दैट अलेक्जेंडर दैट व्हाट आर यू डूइंग, क्या कर रहे हैं. कहता मैंने तो अभी यहाँ तक आया, आई हैव टू विन ओवर द कंप्लीट इंडिया. और कहता उसके बाद क्या करेगा, कहता फिर मैं आनंद करूँगा. कहता मैं तो अभी कर रहा हूँ. I am doing today. It's your mind thought, how do you behave yourself. Either you want to go into the rat race of materialistic life or go into the humanistic way of practice. That depends on us, how to do it. So this is how now हमने जो किया वो ये हुआ कि पहले मैं ऐसे बैठा था, फिर मेरा कूलर आ गया, उसके बाद मैं एयर कंडीशनर, नो इन द एयर कंडीशनिंग. दिल्ली में एयर प्योरीफायर आ गए. Now in our room we have air purifier because PM 2.5 is touching 400 in Delhi, and I am a passive smoker. I smoke 40 cigarettes a day. You know, because PM 2.5 is 400. आजकल बारिश हो रही है कम है, लेकिन मैं रोज सिगरेट पी रहा हूँ. कैंसर हो गया मुझे. But I live in a proud city. क्या क्या बन रहा है वहाँ पे यार, नई पार्लियामेंट बन गई, सब कुछ बन रहा है. नया नई दिल्ली रेलवे स्टेशन बनेगा 10,000 करोड़ का, लेकिन कहाँ बनेगा, जहाँ पे मुझे सांस लेने के लिए हवा नहीं है. सो वी नीड टू थिंक व्हाट वी आर डूइंग एंड माइंड इट. एयर फायर टू ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर. कोविड में देख लिया ना, ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर की ज़रूरत पड़ गई थी ना, तो अभी इतनी हालत ख़राब हो गई, तब चाहिए मैं साथ चलूँगा, साथ मेरे पास यहाँ पे सिलेंडर चलेगा. Are we looking for this, or how do you see that we make our new India which has breathing like a fresh air? जो हमारी साधु संतों की जो कहते हैं ना, हमारा ये देश वैसा कब बनेगा. हम ले यार इतना मत करो कॉस्मेटिज्म इतनी. नो, नाउ इट इज़ नॉट मिनिमिस्टिक, इट इज़ कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग. बड़ा करो यार, घर छोटा है तेरा, बड़ा. तेरा ड्राइंग रूम कितना बड़ा है? पीपल आस्क कौन सी गाड़ी है? मैंने कहा नहीं मेरे पास तो छोटी है. वाई नॉट बड़ी गाड़ी, पार्किंग है नहीं. तो माइंड सेट हैज़ टू बी चेंज. हाउ डू यू डू दिस? डू यू थिंक दैट आई बिकम रोबोटिक? है हर चीज़. आजकल होटल में जाओ पता नहीं लगता बटन कौन सा ऑन करो कौन सा बंद करो, है लाइट जलती कहाँ से है, जाती कहाँ से है. यू आर कंफ्यूज्ड. Every time you are into the automation, and now coming time is artificial intelligence. तब क्या होगा पता नहीं. मेरे पीछे कैमरा लगा दोगे तुम, लगा हुआ है अंदर ही. You know that is happening. So what? But mind it, I am just going back that in case I'm able to use passive ways of designing and do not look into the active ways, I can create sustainable architecture. This is how we were doing our civilization, courtyards, havelis, baulis, all this is happening, and this is how comfortably my street was there in Jaisalmer. 2 बजे दिन को भी ना गर्मी नहीं लगती, जैसलमेर 50 डिग्री टेम्परेचर है. How they created? Why are we wishfully doing something wrong? And फिर हम कहते हैं यार अब हम कार्बन क्रेडिट लेंगे, हम ये करेंगे. क्या करोगे यार, सीधा काम करो, हैं, सीधी रोटी खाओ. नहीं, हमने उल्टी रोटी खानी है, हैं, कौन सी वाली? That is perhaps we need to understand. This is हम ऐसे थे. ये लड़कियों को ना आज लोग कहेंगे गवार हैं. They do not know how to dress up. है ना, दुपट्टा लगाया हुआ है. Why? But this is protection. I want this in my building, how I layer my building to protect the building from the harsh sun. So this is how a small, example, a bathik, a courtyard, a kitchen, and this is how. This is Vastu. Northeast is the lowest, southwest the highest. Cut the sun, courtyard. Inside the courtyard, I sit comfortably, and I am as per Vastu Shastra. Understand the scientific analysis of Vastu, then you will not into the myth. And डरोगे ही नहीं, फिर तुम मरोगे ही नहीं. डर गया तो मर गया, है ना. हम पहले ही डर जाते हैं, पंडित जी कहते मर जाएगा. वो कहते हैं अच्छा मैं अभी जिंदा हूँ कि मर गया. उसको जिंदे को भी लगता है मैं मर गया, क्योंकि पंडित जी ने बोल दिया तू आज सोया नॉर्थ की साइड में हेड करके, मर गया ना वो. So this psyche has to be removed. Please do not mind it, but understand the Vedic culture, the Vedic understanding of the, all the, if you want to understand, read Vastu. Do not believe in a Pandit. You read yourself, you will understand that whatever he is saying is only myth, and he is making money out of you. Understand, this is marketing strategy, So now this is what, again, Terry, a housing. I will just go very fast on this. This is we did for Greha. Now you see this, I'm telling you the planning things, how do you envelope the building? This is a small house. Gray area is all circulation area. Staircase, bathroom, balcony, kitchen. And living areas are sandwiched. So मैं insulated तो हो ही गया. सारा gray area मेरा usable नहीं है पूरा दिन. अंदर का area जो usable है वो अंदर है. And this is how you layer in terms of planning. I am telling my students, how do you design? Not that you keep kitchen anywhere. You design it in this manner. This is, I'm now taking you to the new horizon of India, visioning new India. We are the first one to now doing urban ropeways in Varanasi. आज मोदी जी यहीं गए हुए हैं inspection करने के लिए. This is 3.9 kilometers of area from station to Varanasi Vishwanath temple with 5 stations and about a capacity of 1 lakh people will go through this. Otherwise it takes about 50 minutes. Now it will take only 15 minutes. So this is a type of transportation. Alternative ways of infrastructure is the need of the hour. We need to layer the infrastructure as well. We can't go on road. Roads are choking. Now, how do you see that, how you layer your transportation system? I did metro. Now we're thinking of ropeways. We will think of many more other things put together so that the ground is left for the green for the human, not for the cars. So that is how we... Is this video?
विश्व के इस प्राचीनतम शहर में आधुनिक आवागमन के लिए 3.85 किलोमीटर रोपवे वाराणसी कैंट से काशी विद्यापीठ रथ यात्रा और गिरिजाघर होते हुए गोदौलिया चौक तक प्रस्तावित है, जो भविष्य की विश्व स्तरीय कनेक्टिविटी की जरूरत को ध्यान में रखकर डिजाइन किया गया है। इस रोपवे में कुल 153 गोंडोला आवागमन के लिए उपलब्ध होंगे, जिसमें प्रत्येक गोंडोला में 10 यात्री और लगभग 1 लाख यात्रियों को दोनों दिशा में प्रतिदिन कम समय में सुरक्षित परिवहन का विकल्प प्रदान करेगा, जिससे वर्तमान में कैंट स्टेशन से मंदिर तक पहुंचने में 40 से 50 मिनट तक लगने वाले समय को मात्र 15 मिनट में पूरा किया जा सकेगा। बुजुर्गों और दिव्यांगों के अनुकूल ये रोपवे विश्व के इस
short of time. So this is another project, first time urban ropeways coming in India, and by 2024 this will be in operation. 1 lakh people will travel every day in this ropeway with 153 of gondolas. So now I'll just go a little faster, finishing. There another, why I am pressing upon this, that all the students should know we have lot of work. I'm telling you कि तुम थक जाओगे, काम खत्म नहीं होगा हिंदुस्तान में. This is intermodal station at Katra. You know, one of the biggest. Again, see this. This is a bus depot plus retail plus other things put together, hostel, everything put together. So this is how this is happening.
कटरा भारतीय केंद्र शासित प्रदेश जम्मू और कश्मीर के रियासी जिले का एक शहर है, जो त्रिकुटा पर्वत के तल पर स्थित है, जहां देवी वैष्णो देवी को माता रानी, त्रिकुटा, अम्बे और वैष्णवी के नाम से भी जाना जाता है, जो हिंदू मां देवी की अभिव्यक्ति हैं। इंटरमोडल स्टेशन 25 एकड़ भूमि पर बनाया जाएगा, जो कटरा रेलवे स्टेशन के पास और दिल्ली अमृतसर जम्मू कटरा एक्सप्रेसवे के जंक्शन पर है। एयरपोर्ट से दूरी 50 किलोमीटर, रेलवे स्टेशन 800 मीटर और वैष्णो देवी मंदिर 17 किलोमीटर है। इससे कटरा शहर में भीड़ भाड़ कम करने में मदद मिलेगी। परियोजना स्थल हवाई, रेल और सड़क मार्ग से अच्छी तरह से जुड़ी हुई है।
It had helipads also.
टर्मिनल बिल्डिंग में 90 बस बे के साथ 26,700 वर्ग मीटर क्षेत्र का टर्मिनल भवन शामिल है। यात्रियों की सुविधा में सुधार, विकास के एक हिस्से में बस
even I just touch upon a small like EWS housing, very small, 30 square meters. So this is happening. Now these are sustainable architecture. Belgrade Airport we design, and these are now railway stations, Charbagh. Just skip over. Now this is the new language, for airports. How do you put belongingness? This is Bhubaneswar. It's a chariot. Jagannath chariot pulling, and you see this chariot like airport, and it has, a sundial, temple motifs, other things, language of the place, where I say place, people and purpose is being defined here into this. This is how it works. This is Charbagh. This is Kota station, Ghaziabad. Ghaziabad again. A lot of activities are done. The mixed use development, last concourse, arrival and departure is separate. Egress routes are being defined, more egress routes, so that we are doing like Pragraj railway station, where on Kumbh 1 crore people will come at the railway station, and we will see. That is what the minister said, कि हार्वर्ड वाले भी इसकी स्टडी करेंगे कि हिंदुस्तान वाले डिज़ाइनरों ने कैसे बनाया इसको, कि 1 करोड़ आदमी एग्रेस कैसे कर रहा है रेलवे स्टेशन से. That is the sizing of the project and the population which we have. We need to understand. We have absolutely different dimensions of thought processes because of population, because of poverty, because of many more other things together. We need to understand and develop things accordingly. So now this is how Howrah, a 10,000 crore project where waterways, metro, railways, buses, all integrated intermodal stations are happening. So this is again a very large, ambitious project which we are doing. This is Petropol, land port building, Bangladesh border. We are doing a land port there in Calcutta, Petropol. This is like why I'm showing that कभी ये मत सोचना यार खाली हम एयरपोर्ट ही बनाते हैं. तो we are also making largest of the auditoriums, mega sports centers, 5,000 people. Anna University, we won this national design competition and did this. This is how Anna works. This has about 8 badminton courts, 1 basketball court, and 5,000 people can be accommodated in this sports arena. So this again, Aurangabad. Now, this is Munde's Memorial, mind it, Aurangabad. We are doing, ये थोड़ा भी पेड़ आ गए वहाँ पे, तो काम रुका हुआ है. Tender has been done, so we are making this large memorial for Gopinath Mundes. We are also into planning. We gave the Vision 2057 to Jamshedpur Tata City, the only private city in the country that is Tata, Jamshedpur, 64 square kilometers of city, where we've given them vision like park within city, city within park. So that is how we made this as a walkable city. We created all this, what you see green is the garbage green. We collected that green and made it into one neighborhood to another neighborhood into a walkable neighborhood. That is how you can create any place which is not worked today and which is lying vacant or being encroached upon. Can you collect that and make the neighborhood as walkable and cyclable? So this is what we have done. It is like 20 million tons of steel comes there, raw material comes there, but nevertheless, it is not an industrial town now. It's like absolutely green, sustainable, walkable town. So that is what we did here. There another university project, where you see this. Why I'm showing this? Just another 5 minutes and we finish in concluding. So this is how we also stimulate. Can you put this graph on? From there? Video? No. Right, okay. So this is how we designed this. And we stimulated this. I wanted to show the stimulation, but that is not working, and how we created this. This is one of the last projects, like Ayodhya Mosque. We done projects practically in all flavor. This is Munkeshwar, Shankacharya's place in Bhopal, in Madhya Pradesh, where we studied complete Hindu architecture, Nagara architecture, North Indian Nagara architecture, and we had full team of religious leaders, scholars who know what is Nagara architecture, and then we developed this design. Based on Om, all these I will not go into detail now. This is how I have to just finish. Statue of Shankacharya. Statue of Oneness. This is from Babri Masjid to Ayodhya Masjid. So this is again, we've been we are doing with SM Akar, and last is that we are also globally working in many other countries. We have Gabon, Gambia, Rwanda, Abu Dhabi, Ghana, Belgrade, Nepal, Bangladesh, Kazakhstan, and Turkmenistan, and also into Lakshadweep. So these are the places where we're doing other works. I'll just go through it. This is a Rwanda project, sustainable project again, Gabon Airport. Nepal Airport, the biggest, 20,000 hectares with 4 runways in with 20, terrain is very, very, difference. One runway to another runway, there's a difference of 10 meters. But terminal building is one. How do you integrate all those things put together? And Nepal comes into a funnel from Gorakhpur only. There is no other place from where the airplane can come to Nepal. It cannot come from China. So only place. So how do you define the airspace, airspace conflict? All those things also we studied and gave it. Master plan has been approved. Now we're doing the DPR for the phase 1. So this is how we did this. 4 runways, you see the yellow ones. This is Turkmenistan, where we are again doing this airport. This is, I have just put a quote from Dr. Bhatti, who was a principal in Chandigarh College and a triple doctorate, that he was tempted to call me as Patrick Gates of India as sustainable architecture. So I take it a very big compliment from a man who is triple doctorate and saying something about me. So I humbly feel honored about this. So I just put it that. So this is how I have a Smart Habitat Foundation where we teach the students, we teach the teachers. It's like a learning. We even teach the professors what to talk, teach in the schools and what is required in the practice of architecture. This Smart Habitat Foundation is a forum. Now we are developing a design center, about 25,000 square foot of an area where art, design, sculptures, film, fashion, lifestyle, craftsmen, everything we're trying to put under one roof and see that how that integration can work into holistic understanding of the humanistic architecture. So that is what is ambitiously, I think within another 6 months' time, I'll be able to create that design center in Delhi. So this is how, these are the 8 books which I have authored. And my premium book is Redefining Indian Smart Sustainable Cities, which I had the opportunity talking with Narendra Modi ji for about half an hour and explaining how from smart to sustainable to Indian, we create cities of tomorrow in India. So he was very fascinated, and we're trying to club to understand, to do all these things, shaping new India. I would rather say that how we create that sort of this thing. So this is the cosmic seeking cosmos is like Seed to Surrender, my autobiography, how from a small refugee camp in Purana Killa, I was born in a tent, and now God has gifted me so much that I have, I would say endless work, be difficult to even execute. आज हम कभी कभी हाथ जोड़ते हैं, यार हमें और भी काम मिलते हैं, मैंने कहा ये तो काम कर लें पहले. So that is the God's grace. जैसे इन गुरबानी गुरु से नीचों ऊंच करे मेरा गोविंद, जलते थल कर थलते कुआ कूपते मेर करावे, धरती ते आकाश चढ़ावे, चढ़े आकाश गिरावे. It is all His will, His hukam, His, it's all divine power which makes you bigger. And if the divine power is there, you can do anything, whatever. You have the eyes of Sanjay. जो कृष्णा के साथ संजय था ना, वैसी आंखें हमारी हो जाएंगी तो हमें वहाँ तक पारदर्शी आ जाएगी और हमें सब कुछ नज़र आना चालू हो जाएगा. आई थिंक द स्पिरिचुअल, हमारे जितने वैदिक चीज़ें हैं उनको किताब में बंद करके मत रखें, उसको पढ़ें, अध्ययन करें, समझें, एंड पुट इट इनकलकेट इन अवर लाइफ. यू विल एंजॉय, तुम्हें आनंद आएगा. देन यू विल से हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा. वो कहाँ है हमारा हरे कृष्णा? वो गप मार रहा है. Hare Krishna. Bala, you are Hare Krishna. Mind it. This is a very big name. It's not a small name given by your father and mother and everybody. Say Hare Krishna. That is what the philosophy is. That let it be. Hare Krishna is within me. Here. अंदर चला जाए। नाम थोड़ा, नाम तेरा ऊपर आ जाएगा, अंदर जाएगा। जब अंदर जाएगा ना तो अपने आप चलेगा। सो दैट इज व्हाट लाइफ इज ऑल अबाउट। नेट जीरो, दिस इज आई मेट एंड दिस इज माई ऑफिस, हियर वी वर्क and these are A+D, totally dedicated to my profession. Glitz again, 250 pages, and this is, I conclude. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. Thank you very much. Life is nature, nature is life. Adore nature. Bas. Thank you very much.
Palarka Tarli and Jignesh Modi ji also on the stage to join to facilitate Professor Charanjit Singh Shah. You should not stop clapping. Please clap. Yes.